Alrighty, fanboys and fangirls, on today's episode, we're going to talk about the Apple Watch Series 7, and we got a lot of information about this new watch, and I'm going to break down everything that was discussed, the new potentials of what's to come. Also on today's episode, the Beats Studio Buds are finally out, the buds that I've already covered, I've talked about them, and I am officially about proud to say that Apple has phased Beats out, and I will fully explain that quote in just a second. Also, it looks like the M1X MacBook Pro was ready for release, but it looks like Apple held it off for a reason. We're going to talk about that. And lastly, the HomePod is finally dead. Yes, it is officially gone. It is no longer available for sale, and I will tell you what this means for current HomePod users. All that on today's episode, so stay tuned. So story number one, the main story, the Apple Watch Series 7. Now, as you know, I have been covering the Apple Watch. I have covered the Apple Watch in great detail over the course of this channel, and I've talked about it, and I am currently a user of the Apple Watch, and I love the Apple Watch for all that it brings to the table. It is not only one of the best wearables on the market, but it is probably one of the most advanced piece of tech that Apple has offered in their whole lineup of products. From iPhone, iPads, Apple TV, everything you can imagine, the Apple Watch just takes the cake with the amount of technology and the amount of health benefits that are in this thing built in. But Apple is looking to improve on this and continue their formula because according to Mark Gurman, Apple is going to be giving an all-new Apple-designed refresh for the Apple Watch. Now, kind of makes me regret getting the Series 6, but at the same breath, it's not a deal breaker. I like the Series 6 anyway, so nothing to complain about. But according to Mark Gurman, we've got a lot more information about the watch. So for starters, the one thing we already knew, it was getting a refreshed design. We already knew that was coming, but according to Mark Gurman, it will be adding a faster processor, improved wireless connectivity, and an updated screen, with people that are saying that this display will be very close to the edge, and it will be a slightly thicker design of the chassis, but it won't be noticeable to the average user. Now, taking a quick peek at wireless technology, I want to clarify a couple things. Number one, we do not know if the Apple Watches are going to get 5G. And the reason why we're not sure is because of two things. There are two different 5Gs that they're either going to have to debate in putting in. Sub-6 or millimeter wave, or for other people, ultra wideband or, millimeter wave. So it really comes down to, which one are they gonna put in? Are they gonna put in sub-6 or millimeter? That's the question. But another reason why we're not sure about this is because of the Apple Watch's battery life as well. As you know, the Apple Watches, they don't really have the best batteries, but they're not terrible by all means. However, though, with that said, there is also talk of the wireless connectivity to get a step up. Now, we don't know exactly what modems they're going to be using, but we do know for a fact it will be either a Qualcomm modem or an in-house Apple modem. More details to come later on. But going back to connectivity, they will also be improving the ultra-wideband performance with their H1 chip or U1 chip, ultra-wideband chips, I'm sorry guys, and it will improve the performance with AirTags, your iPhone, everything else. On top of all that, Gurman goes on and says that the next big health feature that they're going to put in is the human body temperature sensor. It will most likely be a blood sugar sensor as well, but it seems that these monitored glucose levels are unlikely to be ready for the next several months or maybe possibly years. We don't know. But one thing it does seem is body temperature is going to be the next big thing they're going to talk about. So it could be a health factor that they're going to say it'll be able to sense if you have a fever, a potential cold, whatever. Still, even if they don't get the glucose level, that's still some pretty impressive crap. I don't know what else to say about the Apple Watch. The Apple Watch is just that advanced. Just when you think Apple couldn't get it any better, it keeps getting better and better and better and better. Now, Apple Watch does come shipped with the fall with watchOS 8, and we did get a little bit of information with watchOS 8, as we did see some unseen features like the ability to unlock the door and hotel rooms. It's not clear which models they're going to be for, but it could be exclusive to the Series 7, or it could be released later in an update for the 6 and other watches. We'll have to wait and see. But all in all, the Apple Watch Series 7 is going to be a very big powerhouse of a smartwatch with a nice refreshed design. It won't get rid of that square design, but it'll be more in line like with the iPad Pro and the current iPhones. The main takeaway from this is that this Apple Watch is going to be the biggest jump since the last few updates. So we'll see where they go from there, and personally, I am actually kind of excited. I kind of wish I didn't buy this now. Oh man. Story number 2, the Beats Studio Buds. Now, the Beats Studio Buds are basically the pair of Beats headphones that I've waited to talk about for a while. and I've covered them when LeBron James leaked them out and also when they got released with their firmware, but the buds are here. They're priced relatively fair in the competitive price of $150. They feature a 24-hour total battery life with 8 hours on the bud and 16 hours in the charging case. I believe that is the general specs. They also come in 3 different colors, but of course knowing Beats, they're gonna up the colors as the months go, so you're probably just better off waiting when they get more colors if you're looking for a color, who knows. But one of the more interesting things is that even though it does get certain Apple features like settings and Bluetooth and also the blank Siri phrase, you will be surprised to know that these headphones do not come with a W1 or an H1 chip at all. They come with standard Bluetooth connectivity. They also have the same features with Android, and they will able to give you a seamless connection experience even if you plug them into one device at a time. Now, I have been saying it for months, and Sneed Mobile Tech has also talked about this, which, Sneed, if you're watching this, you are coming on my channel, my brother. We are going to talk another debate. We're going to get this going. But Apple, I said, was phasing Beats out. I promised to make my response, and this is my response. Apple has shown that they're phasing Beats out, and this is the perfect example of how so. Let me give you my evidence based on the Studio Buds. Number one, the obvious, no W or H1 chip. This headphone is meant to be compatible with both devices for Android and iPhone. Now, sure, it does have the blank Siri feature, so there is some Apple exclusivity in there, but it's not enough to say that it's an Apple headphone. Speaking of Apple headphone, number two, the actual packaging itself. If you take a look at Apple's influence on the Beats packaging, you will know that it comes in a nice, neat form factor the way Apple makes everything. This time, the packaging does not look anything close to what Apple would do. Even the design of the earbuds don't look like something Apple would do. Now, I'm not saying they're terrible earbuds, but they are pretty big. But the third and most important reason why this is a new beginning for Beats is the price. Now, normally headphones like these would be around the $179 or $199 price point, or even $249. But to be competitive and price it at $150, which is not expensive by any means. Sure, maybe it's expensive for some people, but for the general headphone user, this is a perfect price point. You're getting active noise canceling, transparency, you're getting the Beats brand. If you're an iPhone user, you maybe get 1 or 2 perks, but overall, it's a great start for the Beats brand. It has a new designer, it has a new team, and Apple is not even allowing you to purchase this thing on the Apple Store. You could get it on the Apple website, but you can't get it in the Apple Store app. Let me clarify, Apple Store app. You could probably buy it in stores, etc. But the point is, when I say phased out, this means that Apple has now separated Beats to allow them to do their own marketing, do their own thing. They'll still be owned by Apple. They'll still be, of course, owned, but the point is this. For it to be able to be compatible and give you the same experience on Android, give you the same amount of features, and not feature Apple's in-house chips, you know something is different. And Beats, I cannot wait to see what Beats does in the future. I am looking forward to a refresh of the Studio 3s. I would like to see when that comes. So, good job, Beats. You know, I gotta say, this is the kind of stuff that we wanted, but we'll see what happens. Alrighty, story number 3, guys. I'm sorry this episode's a little bit longer, so I'm gonna speed this up a little bit. But story number 3, let's talk about that M1X MacBook Pro. Now, everybody and their mothers was disappointed that it didn't get debuted at WWDC, and I told you guys not to expect it, but it looks like I would have been wrong, and I probably was headed down that route if Apple had released it, but it looks like Apple could have launched it at WWDC. According to several YouTubers and other rumored sources, they're saying that inside of the tags for WWDC 2021, it was found that the M1X MacBook Pro was found tagged in the videos. And the reason why it didn't get released, according to some users from the live keynote watchers, the reason was actually this. It was said that this new MacBook's displays were back ordered, and also there were heavy delays on the panels. On top of that, the MacBook Pro wouldn't have been able to be ready in time for if they were to announce it in June and then have the orders ready by August or September. So instead, Apple is going to push it back and get all their nicks and kicks kicked out, and then we're going to see the M1X chip, and then we'll see where it goes from there. But a general summary is this. Apple couldn't do it in time, so they just wanted to wait till it was done and then ready to go. So that's pretty much the short answer. Am I mad? Absolutely not. You know what? Take your time. Do what you gotta do. Don't half-ass a product and then give people defective products. Take your time, let it work, and then let's see if the pay will be worth the build-up. And last story, the final story, and then we're out of here, guys, the HomePod. Now, as you know, Apple has made a big news with the HomePod Mini. It has regrown the Home OS platform, but the original HomePod is now officially confirmed dead. According to every Apple website known to mankind, the the HomePod is now no longer available to buy. For a while, it was available while supplies lasted. The white version of the HomePod was available, but they weren't available to a wide variety of audience because the black was sold out long before the white, and Apple had said that they only had so much in stock after they discontinued it, and now it is officially gone. Now, that doesn't mean that we're not going to see some leftover HomePods make their way on the website, but as of now, and as of the current listing, Apple is not resupplying the stocks. It looks like they're done. This is it. The HomePod is dead. It's gone. It's sold. But what does this mean for current HomePod users? Well, I have some good news. Apple is on record saying that they will support the HomePod with software updates and give it the same features as the HomePod Mini. Now, there are certain features that will not come over, like some of the H1 series chips, ultra wideband connectivity and other things like that, or U1. I don't know why I get these chips mixed up. But the point is this, and it's very simple. Your HomePod will be software supported. Apple is going to continue to support it. They're going to give it the lossless audio. They're going to give it everything. So don't worry about it feeling like, oh, I bought a discontinued product. It's going to get its support, guys. I promise you. I have 2 of them, and I'm not selling them or getting rid of them anytime soon. It is a little sad though that they did get rid of it because I honestly didn't think it was that bad, and honestly Apple has come a long way with what it can do, making it a full sound bar with real woofers and tweeters, not computational audio crap in the Mini, making it fully accessible with the Apple TV 4K, and then giving it the upper quality whatever. I feel like maybe it was a little too late. They should have had this done before, but you know what? The Mini's here. We'll see what the Mini does, and then we'll see what future HomePods bring in the future. But until then, rest in peace, HomePod. And that is it for today's episode of Technoid. Now guys, I really miss doing these videos. I really miss being behind the camera. It is great to be back. Apologies if my voice sounds a little weird. I don't know. I think I have a frog in my throat or something. But anyway guys, I am so backed up with videos. I gotta start filming them. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, hit the like button. If you disliked the video, hit the dislike button. That helps circulate my videos as well. As always, everyone, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all in the next episode. Have a great rest of your day, guys. Take care, stay safe, and peace!